Hello again, Elizabeth here. Yeah, sorry about that. It's hot here in Australia. Yeah, I've just I have one of the packs from the Body Shop. I want to just show right here. It's the Shea Butter one. My sister says Shea, I say Shea, but you you can say it either way, I guess. That's the hand cream, which is really nice. This one's the body butter, and I've got the focus. Yeah, I got the and this was the bag. See? Yeah. And I got the shower gel in the bathroom, of course. So I've been using it. It's really nice. Also, I put in the comments on Sarah Oates' one. She did a Percy Jackson and tag. I put to her because of she was doing a Harry Potter one and that, and I thought, why not? She's Aussie too, so that's really good. And yeah. So this one's my Percy Jackson tag. Well, all of Rick Riordan actually, because I love all his books. She went, "Who's your favorite?" on the tag. I think it was, "Who's your favorite character out of Percy Jackson?" Now, it's pretty hard because I have a lot of favorite characters, so yikes. I do like how she mentioned the Kane Chronicles, because I do like Carter Kane, not Sadie. She likes Sadie. I like Carter. Go figure. Okay. Yeah. So I like Carter Kane out of the Kane Chronicles. So what I'm going to do is say which character I like from each series. I think that'd be best. I like Carter Kane out of the Kane Chronicles. He's so cool. Although I do like the one who likes penguins. I think it's Pablo, something like that, I think his name was. I still need to buy those books. I'm going to be buying the Kane Chronicles plus the Brooklyn House Manual, something like that it's called. And out of Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, I like Grover. I mean, I like Percy and Annabeth and all that, but seriously, Grover is so underrated. So I like Grover. He's funny. I like him. So Grover, and in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, is really trying to find Pan. So really good. In the Heroes of Olympus series, now this one was very, very, very hard to pick because hello, the Seven. But there's a few other characters I love, like I don't know, I think number one would be tied between Frank and Leo, because I love Frank and I love Leo. They are so awesome, and Frank didn't get enough time in Heroes of Olympus. Enough pages, Frank. You know what I mean? And, oh, I love him so much. And Leo, because Leo is just so cool. There's nothing to say. He's just. But I also do like Nico. I love how he pops up behind the people, like the Seven sometimes, and he pops up out of nowhere, and they're like, "Whoa, where did you come from?" Or, "Nico, stop doing that." Yeah, just love that part. Also love Festus. He was cool. Out of Magnus Chase, it would have to be his sword. I love Magnus's sword. It's so funny. I love at the end book where Percy comes in to it. He brings his sword. What's the name of his sword? Riptide. That's it. And Magnus's sword. I forgot Magnus's sword's name. Anyway, he comes behind. He comes and the swords are sitting there on the deck, and he's trying to talk to Riptide on a date because Riptide is a girl sword. Did not know that. Well, Riptide is a girl sword. Who knew? Ah, Rick. So yeah, and out of the Trials of Apollo, my favorite character would either have to be Apollo, Meg, or his talking arrow. Absolutely love his talking arrow. I love how Apollo's like, are you looking on Google? And the arrow's like, no, I don't cheat. Type of thing. It's just so funny. But then again, Apollo is so nice too, and focus camera. And so yeah. And Meg, why I love Meg out of the Trials of Apollo series is because she's young, but she's tough. Sad about her father and everything like that, but she's so tough. And she gets to wear traffic light type of outfits, which is so cool. And Apollo, I love Apollo. Oh, I feel so sorry for him in book 4. I can't wait to read book 5, which is the last Trials of Apollo book. Oh no, I don't want the series to be over, and I hope they make maybe a TV show of the Percy Jackson world type of books, Rick Riordan's world type of books. You know, put Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, make it into a TV series, bring them all in as a TV series. It would be so cool to watch. And why I like the Kane Chronicles is because I got into the Egyptian mythology before I even read Percy Jackson. The Kane Chronicles is what started me on Percy Jackson, because after I read that I thought, oh, why don't I try out Percy Jackson? Rick Riordan did write the Kane Chronicles, and I loved the Kane Chronicles, and I loved the Egyptian gods, see, so I was looking for Egyptian type of books, and so I came across the Kane Chronicles, started reading it, started loving it, and so yeah, because all of this, why I loved Egypt is because of the anime TV show of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've ever heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'm sure you would have. Anybody who loves Japanese anime would have loved that show, or watched it, or seen it, or read it. Yes, it's a manga as well. So yeah, and that's what got me into the Egyptian mythology. I even went to the museum here in Queensland in Australia, and at the museum they had the Egyptian exhibit, and that's the bookmark. That's Thoth. He's in the Kane Chronicles. He is so funny. He owns a library, if I'm not mistaken, and he's like a hippie, kind of like their mother, the Greek god's mother. I also loved in the fourth book of Trials of Apollo, I loved how Apollo and the Apollo, Meg, and Raina had to save that part Egyptian god, part Roman god, the silence one that goes shh. Yeah, him. I love that part because it was part Egyptian, part Roman, and that was so cool. That's very cool. On top of that, the Percy Jackson films were okay, but they didn't stick to the book. When I did end up reading the Percy Jackson books, because I had seen the films before I even read the book, so yeah, they didn't stick to the books. I mean, it was okay, but they didn't stick to the books, so go figure. Yeah, and who my godly parent is on Read Royden, there's a part where a quiz where you find who your godly parent is. I've done it several times, and several times I either got Poseidon or Apollo. So I don't know whether it's the questions I know wrong or something. But yeah, so I'm either in Poseidon's house. Poseidon's either my godly parent or Apollo is, and I'm going with Apollo because I love to sing, I love the arts, I can draw and stuff like that, so Apollo all the way. Not that I don't like Poseidon, I mean, I love swimming, I live in Australia, I mean, yes, but I love Apollo. Which god do I like? What god do I like? I like Apollo. I love Apollo. But I also love Hermes, Hephaestus, Artemis. I do like Artemis. And I don't mind Poseidon, to say the least, and Hades. I don't mind Hades, even though he is the god of the underworld. Don't get me wrong. Who I dislike out of the gods, that would be Hera, for sure. Hera, don't like her. Really don't like her. Zeus, here's the thing with Zeus, right? He is mean as, and I don't like how he treated Apollo, because it wasn't really Apollo's fault, it was Hera's. Hera should have been sent down to Earth, not Apollo. Go figure he wouldn't do that to his wife. Go figure. But yeah. So I don't like Hera. Hera's ground zero. Do not like her at all. She's a scheming, conniving little... Well, don't like her. I don't like Zeus. And I don't like Ares. Ares, no. No. Don't like him either. No. Don't like him. But yeah. They're who I don't like and who I do like. So yeah, I just thought I might tell you about the Percy Jackson tag, since I did put into Sarah Oates' comments of the Percy Jackson tag, and she really did listen, so that was really good. Yeah, and also with Courtney the Fangirl, I cannot wait until she does her next review of the of when Rick Riordan brings out the fifth book, review of the fifth book, as well as the intro type of thing you get when he releases an excerpt from the thing. I love how she does those excerpt reviews, so thumbs up to that. And to Book Explosion, I really would love you to do a review of the Trials of Apollo, the fourth book. If you haven't read number 2 or 3, I'll understand, and you probably want to get reviews on number 2 and 3 first, and then do number 4. But please do it. You'll love it. So yeah. So yep. Oh yeah, and there's the part in Sarah Oates where she got to pick books that like scared her or stuff like that. The one that scared me was God, I don't think I have one that scared me actually. I had a book that made me, oh no, wait, I think in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows scared me a bit. Oh, and there was the Ranger's Apprentice one where, if you haven't heard of Ranger's Apprentice, it's a good book. It was done by an Australian author. It's pretty good. But out of the Ranger's Apprentice one, it's the one where the Royal Ranger, that's it, the Royal Ranger, part of the Ranger's Apprentice series, but the Royal Ranger, the first Royal Ranger book, yeah, it's that one. So yeah, and the other one that scared me a bit was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. At first, when I read it, I thought Harry was dead. And seriously, I didn't want that. As well as Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. With that, the past turned around and I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen here and here? Because the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child stage play is at Melbourne. I don't live in Melbourne, I live in Queensland, so not easy to get. I mean, it's a bit easy, but you know, flights and that, yeah, so I have to put up with the book, but that's okay. I mean, you know, I'm hoping they do end up bringing the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child to here, up to Queensland here. But, you know, who can tell? And I also just finished, I finished reading again, I forgot the title again, but better, by Christine. She's the one that does Polar Bananas. She is really cool, and you're a good writer. So yeah, I loved her book, and at the start I thought she was more like me, you know, so that was really cool. I also read James Patterson's next novel in the Alex Alex Cross series called Crisscross. It's a really good book too, so go check it out. So yeah, I just love it, and this video is getting long. So yeah, so I can't wait for that. And yeah, I loved Crisscross, and I was listening to the A Touch of Frost, the R.D. Wingfield A Touch of Frost audiobooks. My first time. I liked them. I mean, I loved the Percy Jackson audiobooks. They weren't too bad. But yeah. So, alright, that's about all. So, I'll say goodbye now and sign off. So, bye.